So let's jump onto the platform itself. The platform has three different stakeholders. One is definitely you guys as a platform owner will have access as an individual person or a team also. So there, if you have a hierarchy of team members who would like to have an access, we can create an organizational structure for you guys. That's the one stakeholder. Second stakeholder is the advertiser or a brand.
Okay.
Now this comes to the brand or advertiser with whom you guys are currently working. If I remember, you mentioned that you guys are into hiring a sales team in house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that case, you guys, the guys will be communicating with the agencies, communicating with the brands,
Mm.
so they can actually give you access to the platform directly. And this is your own in-house tool, so there is not going to be other companies or other OTT platforms content or other OTT platforms VPOs available. So this is your content. You are given
Uh-huh.
access to your trusted and brands and agency.
Understood.
Just like the way you use Facebook Ad Manager, you
Mm.
have access to, as a creator. Sorry, Google Ad Manager as access as a blogger.
Uh,
Uh, there is advertiser access similar to that. This is going to perform.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And third access is the embedding team, which is going to work on the content. That's a back kind of you can consider the backend access, which is not given on the upfront to the platform, but there is access to the embedding team. We mentioned that we can also come on board as a outsource company. We can take care of entire embedding part, or if you decide to hire your own team in house, we can give access to them. So these
Okay.
are the three stakeholders into the
तो
platform.
Mm.
Of course, there will be access to the Anantadi's admin team, where whenever we are coming up with the new updates and all this stuff. So we also need access, but we are not going to control your content. So
Mm.
there's no access to your content, but the architecture of it only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's jump on to the platform itself, how it looks like for you guys. Okay. So this is the dashboard of a creator or a platform owner, which he sees all the I would say overview of the current things that are happening along about the VPO or VPO. You can see that. So
Mm.
what is the amount or potential value based on the identified VPO? What is the actual revenue generated through the transaction that are happened between you and the agency or the brand? uh,
Mm.
what are the number of campaigns that are happening? So all the things, even the history of it, which are the active projects, which are under the graph, which
Mm.
are in progress, and all this stuff, you can actually get an overview of it, and
Okay.
also the top campaigns which are happening right now. Yeah.
Mm.
So this will give an overview of what is happening with the VPP category along with the
Okay.
platform.
Okay.
Okay. So now comes here as a project. Uh, there are projects categories. We have kept it multiple categories for the sake of any OTT platform can come up with different categories,
Mm.
but we can jot this down or cut this down based on your requirement. So when we go for the implementation, we actually go into the first customization phase where we see what is additional things that you require and what is the thing that you are not going to require. So we will cut it down and we'll add the things that you will need into the
Okay.
platform. Okay. So this is where you create a new project and all this stuff. Now the first steps comes where you create a project. Uh,
Mm.
I'll just share the already created project here. So
Mm.
you put this all the details here before creating a project,
Mm.
because these details will be shared with the advisor of brand, where
Mm.
they will to evaluate what is the project, what is the category, what is the
Mm.
platform, what is the average viewership of the content and all this stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now the phase comes when there are two options. One is where you have a 10 episodes or 100 episodes.
Uh,
You want to find out the scenes manually.
mm.
You make use of the scene finder AI as an option. Okay. Now, when we had a conversation with a couple of clients, they said that okay, there might be some instances where we know that this scene is particular for the placement, and we want to manually select it.
Uh,
Okay, so there is no need all the time to go through the AI model itself.
mm.
You can manually say, okay, this is the episode, and from 10 seconds to 20 seconds, or from 2 minutes 10 seconds to 2 minutes 30 seconds, I know the scene, and you can work on that scene only. So you
Okay.
have an option to select that scene.
Manually. ठीक है.
Okay, so we have given both the options. Now here you upload the video and do the analysis. It will go back to the analysis, and it's a one-time analysis only. Okay, that's the first part of it. So this is the project section where you create a project. You can actually go into the details. You can fill in the details as many as possible about the stage distribution channel. So we'll actually customize this detail also based on the platform, based on the metadata that we can create out of it. Here you can actually add the videos within the same project. Let's say you have uploaded 5 episodes of the one season. Now you
Hmm.
want to work on the rest of the 5. You can
Hmm.
simply add the videos here instead of creating a new project
Okay.
and part of the same thing. So, so this is the project creation part where you need to create a project. Now there are two options. One, either you can upload the content directly as a video file, or what we are giving here is an option. Now it will come an option where you can actually just put a URL, just like the way that you have a Google Drive.
Hmm.
If you are on AWS, you must be putting your all the media files in the S3 bucket. If
Hmm.
I'm not. So you just take the URL and put it here. No need to even upload the video. That is also
Okay.
one option. Okay. So now comes the point where yeah. Uh, Now comes the point where we go to the VPO, that is the virtual placement opportunity. Now you have analyzed the video, and
Hmm.
now you have to see which scenes are available for the placement.
Hmm.
So there are if there are multiple inventories like this all the time, you can actually filter it based on the project type, based on the genre of the content which you want to find out, based on the brand category for which you want to find out. You can actually select all this filter here and populate it. Now, all inventory is the thing that is being populated by an AI engine. So
Okay.
these are the recommendation. This is not that you need to select all this stuff. Once you go into this, it will populate you everything that is available based on the VPO number. It is creating unique VPO number. It shows which brand category is suitable for this. It shows the start time of the scene.
Hmm.
It shows how many seconds it can last.
Hmm.
And now here is the pricing structure where you need to put a price to it. Okay, this is what the pricing I need to put, and
Hmm.
that's how you select it and open it for the marketplace.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the already selected ones. I'll just quickly show you the scenes. Like it starts with 47 seconds and lasts for 8. Okay. So
Hmm.
this is the space that we have. So now this is just a video file, and you will actually see the bounding boxes, which are the places that are being identified. So for
Hmm.
now, for the demo purpose, we have shortlisted this scene, for example.
Uh,
Okay. So this you are selected for the placement, and now it will go to the marketplace. For a brand, marketplace is the thing that they will see. They will not see all
okay.
in
Okay.
only. These pieces are available for the sale. That's it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Now, on the backend side, what happens is, once you put this on the marketplace for sale, embedding team will have access to the content. Okay, these are the 8 second things and these are the 6 second things. Now they will create a dummy insertions
Hmm.
for you to preview it, and also for a brand to preview it, because brands needs to see how it will look like for a dummy thing even before
Hmm.
selecting it. Right.
Hmm.
So this is where they can preview it. So, for example, this is what we have placed in the circular signage.
Hmm.
This is where the brand will look like. For now, it's an Anantadi as an icon,
Hmm.
but this is the placement location and how it will look like. So this is a dummy insertion. So the embedding team will create a dummy insertion first for the preview and the final insertion also, both of them. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So once you see this is the marketplace, the brand buys this stuff and then it goes to the campaign mode. Okay. In the campaign, you see the status of here as a what are the steps are happening till this time. For example, campaign has been created. Advertiser had uploaded his design. Now, once advertiser sees the preview, he
Hmm.
uploads his own creative as a poster or whatever it may be. Okay. Then the backing team uploads the branded scene and it sends for the approval to both of them,
Hmm.
both of you and the brand. Now these are the stages that are waiting for it. Now, now as a user, you see the comment here. You can actually put a comment. Okay, this is what the video is, and if you want to make some changes, you can actually comment here and say,
Hmm.
okay, this is what I want to see the change. And unless you are okay with it, you are not expected to make it approved. So
Understood.
all this campaign management will happen here in the
Hmm.
projects here. Okay. Now, before I go into the ad setup,
Hmm.
so these are the active campaigns. Means all the things are approved by both the parties. I want to walk you through the basic thing. How it will look like in your premise. So there are
Hmm.
two options. One is either we bring our platform within your cloud and put it there
Hmm.
and connect it within your ecosystem architecture, or we can create our own instance on our cloud and connect it within your streaming system. There are two options.
Okay.
Okay. This is how it will look like. So,
Hmm.
before, above the dotted line, you will see it's a standard subscription based model on the video delivery system for any OTT platform.
Hmm.
We
Correct.
are not working on the ad model, only
Huh.
subscription model.
Huh.
Okay. Now we will actually get media files either from here and your S3 bucket. We'll also work on the input HNS now. I'll walk you through the ad system afterwards. But till this time, any questions till this workflow?
Until now, no, everything is clear.
Yeah.
Until, yes, whatever you
If
have showed
we
me.
have used CRM or project management tools, then it's a similar workflow, I would say.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Yeah. So the beauty of the Anantadi Dynamo comes into play where
Hmm.
we actually embed this thing within your platform.
Hmm.
How it is actually different from the normal thing is, normal ads is,
Hmm.
suppose this is your original video
Hmm.
and this is split into different time sets, either 10-second or 20-second modes.
Okay.
So unlike normal ads, what we do, we actually create a new version of 4A.
Hmm.
Okay. And now we actually really replace it with your existing version
Hmm.
into the streaming. So in this case, you don't need to download the new entire video of 90 seconds. You keep your video as it is,
Hmm.
either original video or a streaming based video, HLS
Hmm.
video as it is. We will work on top of it.
Okay.
Okay. So you don't need to create so for example, if you put a Coke, you don't need to create a new version for the Coke. No,
Uh,
that's it. So
Understood.
this is a clip only. So you create a clip, we create a clip only, and we put it into ad server or ad
Okay.
server,
Understood.
and that's how it stitches with this. And that's the beauty of it because that makes it scalable. Now
Yeah.
here it is 4A. We can actually target it with a 4B at a, let's say, Madhya Pradesh. We can target
Hmm.
it with a 4C at a Delhi.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So every time you create a new version of 4A, 4B, 4C, you don't create a new version of the entire video.
Hmm.
Only those scenes. That's it.
Only that particular scene. Got it.
Yeah, yeah, that's how it works. So I'll quickly show you there are two options. Again, we have given two options for this. Suppose we are outside your premise
Hmm.
and you say, okay, we don't want you to come to our AWS. We'll just give you a video, input video. You will give us a new output video. That's fine
Hmm.
for us. We can create a new output video. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll show you here. So how it will look like is so there are three options here. Either you give us a video which is at the start and you say okay, generate a live URL, we'll give a new streaming URL directly, which is with the video content. That's it. So all you need to put is you put into your final CDN or CloudFront. That's it.
Hmm.
That's one option. In this case, we are not into your system. We are just giving you links right now. Okay. Now the second option is uh, we can give you act as an ad server alone and create a mask tags only, and you just put it into your media tailor or where the actual conversion happens for your video file. You just need
Okay.
to put it there. So there are three options. Maybe I'm not sure whether you are aware about the AWS infrastructure. Are
No.
you aware about this stuff?
No.
Okay, okay. So I'll just put them in very simple words. There are two options. One is we are outside your system,
Hmm.
and one is we are connected within your system. There
Hmm.
are two. Okay, that's where the dotted line comes.
Dot.
So if we
Understood.
come into your system, the dotted line goes,
Hmm.
and we become one part. And
Yeah.
if we are not, then we'll have to communicate through these channels. That's it.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
But having said that, the underline of it remains the same. You don't need to replace the entire video. You keep your library as it is. We will work on top of it. That's
Fair enough.
absolutely good.
Got it.
Okay. So now if you go to your HLS preview and all this stuff, so I'll get a complete new URL and I can actually preview it here.
Hmm.
This is actually about 47 seconds onwards. So this is the streaming manifest or the file required for the streaming. That's where you
Hmm.
see the code.
Coke card. Yeah. Got
Yeah.
it.
And this is not a new video. This is just a added clip here. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is very much you can match the original timing. You can see here the original timing of the preview here. It's 2.2. It's 2.1. I'll
Hmm.
say it is almost 1 second long. But at the end we have to cut it off. But we match the entire timeline and everything to look like a original video only. That's it.
Un-
And that's why we need a person who is technically sound with the AWS and a person who is doing a project management, a combination of those two things. Because
hmm.
on the one segment, on the projects and BPO and everything, there might be some other person, maybe a sales guy who is working
Hmm.
on these campaigns and all this stuff. But for the setup,
Hmm.
we need a person who is working on the AWS side.
Okay.
Okay.
ठीक
So
है.
so that's why we have a session where we actually get people on board. So this is the outcome you can expect out of it.
Hmm. Hmm. ठीक है.
So these are the key benefits and the features of the platform is the inventory creation, campaign management, embedding support, and a programmatic product placement, which
Hmm.
is on top of your streaming platform, which is
Hmm.
not a new way of doing it, which is not a multiple versions of the same video, nothing like it. So it
Hmm.
works within your platform. It works based on the customization of the thing that you want, based
Hmm.
on the privacy concern you have. It's up to you. So it's highly customizable in terms of the integration also. Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah. So how does it work? The next steps. First is the we'll sit with you or your sales team and your tech guy, three of them together.
Hmm.
We'll have a consultation and the customization requirement from you.
Okay.
Will come back to us. We'll say, okay, these are the customizations that are immediately and that are doable, and this will take time. But 90% of the time, there are the customizations that we already consider. 10%, yes, we can actually work on immediately on an immediate basis. So that's fine for us. Yeah.
Hmm.
The second part is the training and onboarding. Like I mentioned, there are two different stakeholders. One is the tech guy, one is the sales guy.
Hmm.
So we'll onboard them, we'll train them for a week or so, and there is going to be ongoing support from our end also.
Okay.
And last one is the integrating within your existing system,
Hmm.
step by step. That's how it happens. So it's a
Yeah.
very simple process, and you will get ongoing support and optimization throughout the life cycle of the platform and the
Okay.
support. So all the updates, even for the scene finder AI, we are coming with a new model right now in next 15 days. It will
Hmm.
be automatically updated within your system.
Hmm.
On the campaign management system, again, campaign management, we are coming with a version 2, which is very
Okay.
simplified version, more of the simplified version of this one. So
Okay.
all the updates are updated into all the SaaS platforms.
Hmm.
Okay. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay. Are we clear about this? So
Yeah.
even the communication, so what we are doing is we are combining this messaging and the campaign together into a single
Hmm.
tab and
Hmm.
on the stuff. So ad
Hmm.
setup, it is more of a technical stuff. So like I
Hmm.
mentioned, there are three different aspects to it that can be implemented within the
Hmm.
ecosystem.
Hmm.
Okay. So why are we into this domain right now? Prime Video is already on to creating its own platform for the same.
Hmm.
They have tried this last year. They were actually implemented it within your ecosystem. And they have a library of the video content, and they also have an advertiser. So they
हाँ.
will definitely make use of this to optimize their revenue. Okay.
Hmm.
But what about the rest of the players?
Hmm.
So for them, we are acting as a tech partner. In short,
Hmm.
that's the positioning that we need to have.
Hmm.
So the goal here is, how can we make it at scale? That's
Right.
the thought of it.
Right.
We don't want to do it at one or two insertions. That can be done
Right.
with any single editor. But how can
Yeah.
you optimize it and take all the stakeholders and put it on scale, just like the
Hmm.
way you do a Google AdWords?
Hmm. Right.
That's the simplification that we need into the platform. Uh, uh, So to give you a background of our company, we are backed by reputed companies. Even Triple IT Hyderabad, even Government of India invested in us as a part of the Startup India program. Upika is a US-based company which is an accelerator program,
Hmm.
and the goal here is we are parallelly exploring the US market too, and we are actually in process of implementing POC with two of the customers in US.
Oh, wow.
So yes, India, US both, because we are in India, we want to be part of the Indian ecosystem for sure. But goal is to go into US and India in parallel. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, any thoughts so far?
Nothing else now.
Yeah. Like the way I showed you, there are two different stakeholders. I'll just quickly. So as a platform access, there is a creator access, there is a brand access.
Hmm.
Right, so those are two different access here, and also the VFX guy or the embedding guys will have a different access. There is a different URL for the same. So
Okay.
we don't want to put it here right now because these are going to be accessed by the brand or advertiser team also parallel. So
Understood. Can we see how the brand access
yeah, yeah.
look?
So it is similar to what you have as a producer, but there are different aspects to it which are we have changed. For example, in the brand, we don't have a VPO AI model here because brand don't need to see it. They just need to see
Doesn't
the
need to. Yeah,
marketplace
yeah,
of.
correct, correct.
So they will have access to the marketplace directly.
Marketplace. Yeah, I just wanted to see that only.
Yeah, yeah. So it is a similar UI, but there are a few pointers that we have. So here they can preview it. The same thing that you have previewed into the. So
Hmm.
here we have put it as a table,
Hmm.
right? And they have already purchased it here. So when you say they have to select it, then you can purchase it and then do the payments and also. So we have integrated with Razor Pay right now.
Okay.
So once the brand sees the preview result, he has to buy the inventory first because for you guys you have to book a kind of a purchase order.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
So that's where it comes. So once they pay, then only it will go to the campaign.
Oh, yeah.
And even here you also see you have uploaded a design. So now here brand has to upload its own creative, so
Hmm.
embedding team can work on it and share the video. Uh,
Hmm.
Here you can see this is just a sample here of one. Here you can see they can preview the brand.
Hmm.
So there are tabs here given for them to review the stuff,
Hmm.
and they can approve it or reject the campaign and all this stuff.
Okay.
And the gallery is here for them to upload their own creatives and all this stuff. So if you go to the draft, there is a status. If I go here, so here brand has to upload or select the video or image that they want to put here for the video. Once they select it, they need to submit it. So now the VFX guy will have a video plus the image of
Okay.
the brand. QR code.
Understood.
That's all. And if you want to see the the flow, the basic flow of the VFX team,
Hmm.
then it's here. So now they will, it will be a job for them. For them, it's a if you market, what are the jobs available. So they have an option to upload the content here only.
Hmm.
Let me check. So when you say the preview video, they will have an option to upload the content. So here they
Hmm.
need to upload the content
Hmm.
which has been previewed. So what we have done is we have kept the UI almost same, but a
Hmm.
different functionality for each of the stakeholder.
Understood. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Depending
Even they
upon
can
the. Yeah.
see on the
Understood.
responses from the client. They can see the responses from the client, and accordingly they can reply. They can also upload here video on the stuff that can be done.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are the basic things that we want any company to have as a tool, as an ad management tool for this kind of UPP. Of course,
Hmm.
this is the stage one. We tried to do everything within the stage one itself because we left a little bit of things in for the stage two.
Hmm.
But stage two will be a more sophisticated version
Hmm.
with the feedback from you guys. Let's say there are some
Hmm.
pieces you might feel, okay, this is what I want. We will consider that option also.
Yeah.
And during the customization only, we will actually update it for you
Hmm.
guys.
Okay.